The Diablo, hyping the lamb, for not sacrificed, right with one chance. To do this for the moment is a purpose, holding in the present gifts of God. Think as we speak, move. This right to be like He. Man, that magnificent style of what was curious George thinking you can't abort. For sport, you could try to deter, but infer that every message has a line in between. So when you play it back, see the lines in between. I was sky deep. For when my feet were grounded, no lies keep. That secret in the Garden of Eden, thinking I was peeping through a peephole. Forsaken, for man didn't want to know anything that was different, is in a sense a man that doesn't want to learn lessons 101 in the classroom, thinking I got my notebook composite sketch, thought it was an image of the man that was going to prison until they didn't catch everything that was in the prism. So when the rainbow shows and illuminates the colors of the portal, I'm thinking I step through doors too. Open the hallways, moving through as the fan overhead is my man. Overheads, lines deep in the bars be. Beep, because you're moving through traffic, stuck, thinking where do you move when your truck doesn't U-haul? Just a U-turn to turn back in time, glance, thinking in that lens, what do you look through? The rabbit hole of windows shut down in a land where man versus machine is the computer, for robots do something more stupider, even as you try to advance. The Incredible Hulk, maybe Hogan on the ropes, dropping the knees and turnbuckles, the belt of the man that needs to sit for his safety. You just got caught in the end zone. I'm thinking great things. Run it back. Time on the watch, so still clicking. What's a man as he's Christopher walking through that with the remote is your device to think that you can stop him. But what is the boat if you miss the bus? Anything that we discuss, rush, thinking that chance, while you're in pants, dressed in other clothes, while your skin of other clothes of skeletons, thinking you were Skeletor, someone's trying to melt your floor, thinking that you will sink through the trap of dungeons as you go through, but you could think, so do the math, the equation of versatile situations that are volatile like a stock crash. Mach 3 thinking watch me. You don't want that. Move. For everything that I think in the second of 60,000 thoughts in a day really was a million of something different. That's times anything that you want to multiply. When I'm in the sky, do I die or do I dive? Back down, get ground. You think found him dumbfounded and dumb dead. Speaking to the deaf, dumb, and blind, like do the deaf speak to eyes? Burp off some gas, thinking curveballs that trash. You in that can thinking they want to recycle something that was already said before. But what is really an original thought if you first open the door of something that you already opened 1,000 million years before? That's a billion. When the cousin comes, know you're protected when you're rushing some. The tongue drums, bounce on that, beats back to the face of where's the rabbi? I'm thinking scared rabbits, scared mind. Fear intoxicate the man of anxiety as he is somewhat in the future and somewhat in the past, so can't enjoy the present. So what are the gifts to be blessed? Lens gets foggy, thinking someone wants to interrupt something. But I'm back in. Maybe they shot something from the rafters trying to trash him, thinking he was getting too smart, so we better trash him. Crashing, that's Don Cheadle. Other movies, I was like, yo, the Clint Eastwood flicks, Unforgiving, thinking where's the man on the horse, thinking he was undersinking, underneath, blinking for the glitch in time of anything that they wanted to impress him with. He got stressed real quick, but still moved. He still cruise like he in the Bahamas on the beach laying on the fucking chair, thinking, yo, where are the people to talk to? He was the lonely man thinking, where did he reach? That choir no longer wanted to preach and listen or receive any message that he wanted to seek. But if it's his message to seek, then it doesn't matter if they listen. He don't need no permission to start the car. He don't need no ignition to to transmit it. If he's an amp kitten, then how could he be a dog too? Day in the park, every dog has his day, dude. If it's about day, then for my time I will play. Child's type with a sequel 3, thinking where was Elm? Where's the elves? Santa needs some help. I'm thinking screaming for Yelp, sound the alarms. I'm thinking what's the red flags if there's a man named Josh? Implored and applaud for the man that still speaks as he's trying to be stopped, even though he understands and laughs, thinking it might come out whack. He might be getting whacked. Help. Yeah, fucking love type reactions, click a like button, I was smug types when fastened. Nah, moving through the asylum, it was insanity everywhere I walked, thinking those were crazy men, so how could I get better? For mental health, move through, thinking dentals yelp, trying to pull teeth and stop. It's so crazy where all the thumbs up move me on the clock. I was like groovy, thinking that's good, keep partissa what? I don't know what he's saying, and if I did, I don't even know if I want to say it. Slaying like a vampire, call him Duffy or Buffy, I'm thinking it's slumpy. I was in a slump and I'm trying to dump B. That's something that you get rid of, but you can't do that to the man that doesn't want to be getting rid of. Good sentence. That's right, speak words and words to the man that doesn't care if he looks whack. He's still trying to improve, even though he might have reached higher planes just to bounce back. That's regression. Maybe a result of his depression, but we fight through that. And the bigger statement and bigger picture to the world that I was trying to reach all day, and I didn't even know I had it at one point, was that who cares if I suck on one joint? You're as good as your last one. So my last stab at a last sun might not be a moon as I walk on that. I might be jogging with heat, robbing the peeps. No, but if you want to steal love, then that's love I got to give for anyone. There's no such thing as stolen if that's something that you're trying to hold this. Spoken in a way that was rose in the oaths, coming deep like the ocean, for that's the one thing that people don't own. Or do they? Or do they roam like pirates in the sea from galaxies that you couldn't even understand? Speak it as a fallacy, but it might not be a fallacy, just the tragedy of where ghosts rest. The choke death, thinking you could choke him, but you can't choke something that wants to be spoken. So move with the spirit, vibrations, thinking deep. I heard it in meditations, the sound of frequencies as they were peeping me, trying to hone in. Something that they thought they could hone in with a remote clip, but they got clipped, cut. That's what fucking scissors to your paper. All they care about is dough, thinking that was the root of, as it always was in the hallways, cause I'm thinking more days buzz. Can't kill the last bee, so we will still stand for a last day, see? The infection of viruses as the strep, thinking where will I step next? You can't snatch next if I don't want to let you snatch next. The snatch hack, thinking I will stab this and wrap it. You don't want to wrap it in a hole, thinking gadgets. My man Inspector Mine for the shine, diamond shine, thinking what was climbing on rhymes. I don't care if I rhyme, more important for bars, the context of everything that I bomb and sense. That's right, neurologically contaminate with toxins, thinking you were there boxing shadows in the valleys where there were little peaks. Stand on walls, this little streets, this wake up rap you drop better, the guys style crack, war, snap, so while you practicing, I'll be checking your gory. Old like 60, how I like Theme Squad. What is he doing rapping? I'm like dream hot. Dream hot means a hand on the hot stove that the man says was a robot. I was thinking slow trots. Globe to the trots. That Spanish Harlem, thinking you can't ban the man if he's still standing. Pardon that man in a prison, in a cell, thinking slave types. A pock to what? Everything I rocked, Tupac got shaked. I was thinking, where did I rake this havoc? Like what was the prodigy? I was deep like Mob, thinking where every building, the facades of man, thinking they were trying to project something in their stance to make people think something else other than what they could get, even if they didn't get it. They got shredded like paper cuts, thinking, what's the wager if I major in these big leagues of your summer that was long, hotter than endless, thinking it was suspended in time, animated, but really was it frozen? The freeze type like anti-realities, see me on another galaxy, and I will not dap your hand if you didn't fucking fuck with me on the earth stance. Earth glance, thinking earthworms move in the dirt. Snake slither types, you thought it was evil. I thought what they deceived was evil. Thinking the messenger of a disciple of the message, thinking it was Eiffel. Those towers drop. But I still rise, that bread leaven, thinking where's the yeast if you want to cook some bread. I don't cook for bread, I just cook for cooking. Chef types in that. Thinking every dice, onions with the fucking veggies, thinking you can't get me. They want to hone in for machetes. Those are major blades, but I'm thinking the razor stays. If you fear the beer, you won't get me near. Far bars, farther than Mars scars. I'm thinking harder, I'm hard charged. Super. This Dodger like Venezuela. Fernando. Did him like San Bernardino, except in San Bernardino they were inland. Now I'm out where. Thinking I got outstairs looking with the x-ray that gets beyond you, even though of the frontal projection when lobes spread, you got no said. No say so. Fuck KOTD. I'm thinking no, you don't play those. When you hit me, I get shades. Fucking turning for shadows. In a shadow, thinking the arrow that shoots was Cupid. Thinking no tooth was stupid. For every word that leaks out is a verb. He got heated now. Manipulate cause. The disintegrate of every decision. You don't digress. Speak forward and move with, and don't get stopped. Don't get clipped. Don't get chopped. Don't get spread, but if the message wants to, why let it stop that? I'm thinking hopscotch, hip to the every word that I hopped at, trying to reach for anything. If it was a reach, then many bring. Many forsake that. He still moves forward, thinking what words are still left in the vocab. You get no stabs and no jabs, capped like a knee that can't walk, even though you see everything that stalks. Like a moving fucking movie of fucking men in black. My pens in caps, put it in big headline, the men got shit at like a shark. That's a fucking Aniston movie with Ben Stiller. I'm thinking who was the fucking supporting actor. Cords at you, thinking somehow they will stop the wire of which gets bugged. No, you can't stop it. You're just liar. You get shrugs. You get nuts, mouth in your fucking face, thinking mouth got shut, eyes wide like Nicole Kidman, Tom in it, thinking Ben and Jerry's, that's some damn ice cream, what's your favorite flavor? The butter spread, hot wax, thinking something from a honey hive. The money's lie, but who the fuck cares about your money tonight? Cash rules. Everything around, everything but everything that gets down in your whole fucking, that's what I'm talking about. The ill movement. Sick types where the virus keeps you moving. don't always understand what the kid is speaking because he puts in codes words because he doesn't want him to crack the code. Get at him. Let him know that he can't get you the message. Rapping. Snap types. Thinking it doesn't shut even as they try to close it. Putting it in a coffin. Think they got him coughing from everything he's wrong in. No. Who are you to decide that he was wrong in and wrong sent? The long stretch. That's right, at the buzzer. Plays off a shot, thinking he got the hidden picture. That somehow embeds in time and in him to somehow let him rhyme scripts, but you don't fucking really got the dime, snitch. Rat exposed, thinking when the pad's in no, the rat gets spoke, the rat gets choked, that's Pavlov, you're just conditioned. My improv of trying to rhyme words really was something out of time, Herb. You get no smoke, greasy action, fucking lightning on the set, John Travolta when I'm action. Bronson, he gets no bronze, the gold fucking always wins. What's metal when it's heavy? Rock sets, thinking you can't rock him, you kick rocks. I speak out, what the fuck you got now, chief? What? Who? To the Indian action, tug on what skin, thinking you could break 'em, but you can't shake 'em. Just a little jitter. Nerves bake. What the fuck is your glitter? You can't shine, just a weak man trying to stand out as if you're strong. But you are, as strong as your bars. I'm strong as Mars, thinking Earth was just a place for me to charge up as I leave. Circles around, thinking inner types was a lonely place with no friends, no ends, make it meet. You get no scent, the whole pent of that. As you repent to pay back everything you did, you get played back. The DV is a stand for my TV. Everything I see be is he be. GB's ghost horror to what you get no tomorrow. I speak in what backwards, tongue jest and sorrow. Pain gives as I choose words to painless. The pain sits, but you didn't know because you didn't want to reach a hand. You didn't want to reach a man that had reached a stand, a place where he was tired of being suppressed and oppressed. He says, I'm shitting on a toilet. I was like, but you don't got the joystick of the gold they trying to build beneath in the other worlds that they thought were higher even though they were underneath. Underneath streets, beneath cleats. Step on in a way to not slip. Your banana peel gave off a long time. You need medicine. Words scratch. Like a DJ trying to shuffle. What's the record? You don't get none. You get no respect, but he moves back, thinking types. Illy styles as he trains. The Jedi knows his sword's only as sharp as he edges. That's right. Sounds the frequent. Know to stop interference, thinking they could get him deleted. Erase minds. Thought his brain was something penetrable in a fortress that is impenetrable because it's a castle in the sky. Long as you're grounded by gravity as I levitate above your mind and your anatomy, you're just a cadet in my academy. Peep talks, the 5-0 got you like what in your Jeep soft. Surveillance types, gadgets to know where you stay at. Snipe, shoot in what direction, thinking I was there with a perspective that some say was subjective. But what's the objective? You get no lettuce, no green, that's no money and no sight. I move at it, the lens just to block everything you throw in. You didn't understand the x-rays of everything you try to divide the next day. That's your vacay from trying to face the truth. You don't fear it. You just move further away, I'm thinking, just further from Jay. Because if the truth stay with Jay and the truth stay with Tank, the tricks of Matrix talk says you can't wage the bank. You're on the edge, looking with sharks, predators, thinking you couldn't get the metaphors that I sent to yours. Your doors. You had them locked with alarms set, thinking codes that we couldn't get. but didn't matter. Lives matter like black to white, thinking it's complex even when it's simple. The riddles of what the fuck you had that. Candy, thinking it was so sweet to everything I eat. You couldn't get it tough long enough like Teflon. You get stressed, Don. Can't captain like a boss as you try to lead. You're just in back of the line like a hungry kid trying to eat. You want that lunch money, big bowls in a china shop, fucking, but the police about to break your set down, thinking we break your necks now. A world filled with chaos and scared shit. The impaired get more impaired as long as the dares get more time. So stop you in the middle of what you trying to do, thinking you can't stop, dude. The LI double is trouble to anything that you're trying. The efforts that you're aligning got you out of alignment, out of time with, so you're in that box, you're a square. So I hit the corner thinking four corners is four corners. I gotta pick up your body when you're placed in a bag with everything I'm rocking. Kick the water, thinking just to walk on it. The danger zone, thinking that's another battle. The rap type, just to let you know it's hazard. Back at you with the blizzard, thinking back spatula. Cooking up kitchens just to shake you up some more. The kid is shook. Couldn't look any longer, so he breaks some more. You can write your lines, but no, my freestyle's wide. For anything that you kick as you write is not as wide as my sight. The peripheral, looking at you when you thought I wasn't. Stinging at you, bit like you thought I wasn't buzzing. Of death, you thought I wasn't cousin. Squeeze you tight, you thought I wasn't hugging. You breathe tonight, but doesn't mean you won't tomorrow. I'm on that long shots and long arms do.